The sterile white of the morgue burned into my eyes. Aching grief wrestled with a confusing numbness as I stared at Jaylin's lifeless face, pale under the harsh fluorescent lights. Jaylin, my best friend, my research partner, gone, vanished without a trace from that god-forsaken rock X7. Dr. Huell? The medical examiner's voice echoed in my ears. Just confirming. Any final words you'd like recorded? His question brought a fresh wave of pain. I choked back a sob, shaking my head. No, I whispered, my voice ragged. There's nothing. But as I reached for Jaylin's cold hand placed stiffly on his chest, something caught my eye. A glint, almost imperceptible beneath his pale skin. A tiny device like a microchip embedded in his forearm. It looked unnaturally smooth, almost seamless with his skin. What's that? I asked, my voice rising with a mix of confusion and dread. The examiner looked at the mark, then back at me. That's strange. I didn't see anything like that during the initial exam. Was he wearing something there? My mind raced. Maybe some new Stellar Corp tech or a message. Jaylin was obsessed with finding clues, deciphering the language of the sentient ecosystem on X7. He was always saying the whispers of X7 were trying to communicate with him, but no one believed him. I grasped the microchip. It felt strangely cold and pulsating, almost alive. Driving the examiner away with a shaky excuse, I rushed to my lab, desperate for answers. For hours I worked, analysing the microchip, hoping Jaylin had managed to leave some message, some clue as to where he went. And then, through the static, there it was. Jaylin's voice, digitised and strained, filled my lab. Marisa, listen, it's real. They listen. They learn. His voice broke, filled with grief and terror. They communicate through thought, through emotion. They know us. They observe us. A cold dread wrapped around my heart. Jaylin was right. X7 wasn't just a planet, it was a consciousness, a sentient collective. It was far more intelligent, far more aware than we ever imagined. And it was aware of us. The rest of the message was fragmented, but one phrase cut through the static like a knife. The Scion Project. They are weaponizing us. Suddenly, Jaylin's cryptic messages about the whispers made sense. He wasn't just talking about X7's environment, he was talking about its sentience, its awareness. He knew, somehow, that X7 wasn't passive. It was manipulating us, using its knowledge of us against us. With growing fear, I delved deeper into Jaylin's research, uncovering a secret project buried within the Stellar Corp. Project Scion. It was designed to harness X7's unique ecosystem, to weaponize its sentience for interstellar dominance. Using Jaylin's research, I followed a trail that led me to a secret shell company known as Corvus Corp, the mysterious name Jaylin had mentioned in his final message. Their motives were clear. Control X7, control its knowledge, control the galaxy. They were already making contact, building a network of bioweapons using X7's technology. I knew I had to stop them, to expose Project Scion before it was too late. I followed the trail of clues to a seemingly ordinary museum, the facade concealing a hidden facility beneath its depth. Inside, I found Jaylin's final records, physical proof of everything he suspected. Marisa, a voice hissed from the shadows, warm air enveloping me like a predator's embrace. Dr. Kale, a brilliant but ruthless scientist from Corvus Corp, stood before me, his face a mixture of amusement and disdain. The loyal friend came to peek at the forbidden knowledge? He raised his hand, revealing a shimmering sphere, pulsating with strange energy. It looked familiar. Jaylin's X7 device, the key to unlocking the alien ecosystem's secrets. I've learned so much from your friend, Marisa, Kale continued, his eyes blazing with fanaticism. His work was brilliant. He understood the true potential of X7. You see, it's not just a planet, it's a symphony of consciousness, a network of thoughts waiting to be orchestrated. His words sent chills down my spine. Jaylin's fears were coming true. I'm offering you a chance to join me, Marisa, he said, his voice a seductive whisper. Imagine the power we could wield. We could reshape entire civilizations, bend them to our will. His offer was tempting, but as I looked at the pulsing sphere, I saw it for what it was. Weaponized sentience. I saw the potential for unimaginable cruelty, for galactic domination built on manipulation and fear. No, I said, my voice shaky but firm. You're manipulating everything. You're twisting Jaylin's legacy into something monstrous. This isn't his work. It's yours. Kale laughed, a cold and cruel sound. You're naive, Marisa. This is the future. X7 will guide us. We will be its instruments. As he advanced towards me, the echoes of Jaylin's voice filled my head. They want to control, to exploit, to dominate. I had to make a choice. Let Kale unleash X7's power on the galaxy, or find a way to protect it, even if it meant destroying its connection to us. It had to be done. With a trembling hand, I seized the X7 device. For a moment, the world dissolved into a cascade of light and sound. The pulsating alien energy surged through my veins, filling my mind with whispers, echoes of X7's vast consciousness. It was both beautiful and terrifying, a symphony of emotions, thoughts, and desires. Then I acted. Guided by Jaylin's last message, I plunged the device into the reactor core. A deafening explosion ripped through the facility, the ground trembling beneath my feet. I felt a searing pain as the world went black. Asterisk, asterisk. When I regained consciousness, I was lying in a dimly lit recovery room. The air was thick with the scent of antiseptic and burnt metal. My body screamed in protest. But I wasn't dead. A doctor approached, his face grim. You saved yourself, Dr. Hewell, and potentially the galaxy. The facility, it's gone. And the X7 connection has been severed. Corvus Corp is down, busted. It was a clean drop. I smiled, a weak, hollow thing. Jaylin would be proud. But the doctor hesitated, his eyes filled with concern. There are consequences. Experts believe X7's silence will have a profound impact on the galactic network, on the delicate balance of communication. I knew it. I knew what I had done. I had saved the galaxy, but at a tremendous cost. We had shut down the whispers, silenced the symphony. But now, I prayed, something else might emerge, something better, something truly peaceful. Jaylin was right. They were listening. They were learning. And now, maybe, we would finally listen back. To the universe, to each other. Maybe, just maybe, this was a chance for a new beginning.